And just like that, the next episode of the recording session has begun. Welcome back to Ghost Trick Fan Detective. I'm your host, MegaShadowFist. It's like a video, it's like a commentary. Last left off, we were doing things, now we're doing even more things. I think I figured it out. So, here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. The book at the top of the shelf was the same shape as the little, was the exact same shape as the, a little skull cap, so I switched those. Now the book is on the top of the step ladder. I'm not exactly sure what that does for me, but I believe we're at the pivotal moment where we can do things. So here we are. Wow, would you look at that? Right on the hook! I love knit hats. Knit hats, so warm and most of all, soft. Hey now, I'm looking at it. That hat is the same shape as the helmet you just knocked down. Aha, I thought so. Okay, yeah, that's true. That is true. But what exactly does that do for me? It's the same shape. I don't think I need to switch these, do I? He's gonna notice that. Plus, I don't think I can really, like, squeeze my way. I can't really, like, squeeze my way, like, you know, with the way that missile is, yeah. We're just gonna go here. And I'm just going to assume that we're good. Right? This is gonna be, we're good, I think. Right? Right? There we go. Right? I think we're good. It's too late! Again? I'm gonna get shot again? I can't skip this. I'm gonna get shot again? No, wait! Our chance is coming up! The last split second, right? Leave it to me! Okay, go! Okay, here we are. Bullet! I thought I messed up, but we did it, ladies and gentlemen! Ooh, would you look at that? It's the same shape! The bullet is hanging in midair between the gun and the inspector's forehead! Now's our chance! I'm here in the bullet right now! Let's swap this little thing with something else! What? What? It's our only hope. There's gotta be something here the same shape and direction as a bullet. I never saw a bullet before! It has such a cute little shape, doesn't it? I can check out the bullet shape on the top screen. Yes, you can. Okay, got it. Now I know what it's shaped like. Yes, you do! Okay, can I just do this already? Jeez. Frickin'. Here we are. What a bunch of baloney. Here we are. Boop! That's so silly. What if he died? What? No, did he really think he killed him like that? Are you serious? Oh, okay. I was like, you're like, oh, yep, I shot you with this super deadly skull cap. Now you're... I don't think he noticed. Looks like you pulled off another magic disappearing act. And now I say again, I love knit hats, so warm and most of all, soft. Did I do all right? You did a fine job, little one. You saved another life. And I'll keep doing it too, over and over. Fate averted. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. What I saw in just these 4 minutes gave me all the answers I've been looking for. All our research these past 10 years pales in comparison, right, Professor? So you two were working together? That's about the size of it, yeah. Who would believe a story about a manipulator? So we pursued it ourselves, just the 2 of us. Excuse me. It's quite a crazy character myself. Excuse me. I'm quite a crazy character myself, after all. Okay, let's hurry back to our time. We have to rescue Miss Camilla. You're right, Missile. And there's a certain guy I have to follow, too. Alright, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, so 9 and 15 were considered to be like some of the most annoying chapters in the game. We cleared those, so I think the rest should be not exactly smooth sailing, but I don't know. I can't believe it. Frickin' skull cap. I think he should have noticed that though. I don't know. Wouldn't you have noticed that if you shot at somebody and they suddenly got covered with a frickin' blue skull cap? I don't know. Whatever. After completing his revenge on Inspector Cabanela, the man in red left. And now, a new story is about to unfold in a new present. How are you feeling, you crazy old How are you feeling, you old crazy character?
Hey there, Prof! We're both alive, I see! You see, nothing like it, baby. Yeah, nothing like it, baby. But I don't know if I'm getting old or what. I got a few aches and pains here and there. Used to be a little thing in the explosion wouldn't bother me.
Yeah, right. Look, I'm gonna believe that. So what? The guy in red is gone, eh?
Just in case, I posted special investigation units all around the building. Let's just pray the boys came through for us.
Ow. I mean, you got a few broken...
Damn it! You picked a bad time not to listen to me, body of mine!
Alright. First and foremost, are you aware that I'm a lawyer? I'm gonna talk to you first. Mr. Superintendent, do you mind if I talk to you for a minute? I haven't always been a junkyard superintendent, you know. I used to be part of the police. Oh, I thought he was already part of that. Okay, sure. The police, huh? Not as a detective, but as a medical examiner. I investigated victims' cause of death. Alright. 10 years ago, I was asked to autopsy a strange corpse. Hit by a meteorite fragment and died instantly. That's what the police report said. There were no signs of life. He was definitely dead. But I never filed an autopsy report. That's because the corpse suddenly vanished, leaving behind only one clue. An unusual corpse. Or an unusual corpse. I bet that's what I've been chasing all night. Could you tell me more? Yeah, sure. I have an interest in you recovering your memory and finding your true identity, too. Oh, so he is the person that we were supposed to talk to, huh? Unusual corpse. That's the only way I can describe it, too. Excuse me. It was an unusual corpse. He was dead, all right. No question about that. But there wasn't a scratch on him. Not a scratch? But I thought he was hit by a meteorite fragment. I don't understand it any more than you do. I was completely bewildered, but when I tried to autopsy him, I was even more puzzled. I couldn't perform an autopsy. You couldn't? What do you mean? The scalpel went in, and I couldn't cut. As soon as I tried to make an incision, it would heal up in the very instant. And that's how it went, and no scar or blood either. And I never had the chance to solve the mystery. So what happened to you? Like, I'm questioning this because Renata's gonna say, oh, like his body kept healing himself? Like, did they just fire him? Was he thrown in jail?
That's because the corpse up and vanished on us.
The morgue is well guarded. Nobody could have stolen the body. But there's one way the corpse could have disappeared.
What's that?
It got up, opened the door, and walked out on its own.
What?
He was dead, but he wasn't dead.
We saw with our own eyes tonight. Not even that explosion could kill him.
And he didn't even feel it when he slammed his fist on that stove. Clue left behind. The corpse left behind some data from the testing I did. I got some readings for some kind of radiation coming off that body.
Radiation?
I used all kinds of instruments, but I couldn't determine exactly what kind of radiation it was. Some undiscovered type from a world unknown.
Wait a minute, could it be...
That's right, it was coming from the meteorite fragment. I went to the park and tested the spot where the meteorite fell. And just as I expected, I detected radiation coming from that crater. It was the exact same pattern of radiation as that of the corpse. At the time, I thought he was some kind of immortal being. He would die only to come back to life. I wanted to research it all in depth, so I quit my job as a police medical examiner. Several years later, I came to learn the connection between my research and the manipulator case, thanks to the arrival of that crazy character here.
Oh, stop now, Professor. Do you want me to blush? Cabanella's arrival.
It was about a year ago, I'd say. This man in white came dancing into my research lab here.
Smooth criminal, ha! I heard there was an oddball here researching Timsic. It's you, baby. Is it?
Who are you to be calling anybody an oddball?
I was investigating the manipulator case then. And then I heard there was a man who quit the police force to study the meteorite. When I heard that, I didn't say heard, but whatever, it was like a meteorite had struck me on the head. At the time, we were just starting to get leads on this manipulator. We didn't know who he was yet, but we knew he was communicating with a certain foreign country. And one of those communications, we heard the manipulator say this: "The source of my power is not of this world." And that's when I put two and two together, baby. The manipulator case and Timsic were somehow connected.
Which also explained how 5 years ago, he used his powers to manipulate a birthday surprise a little girl made for her mother.
He added that gun to the contraption, most likely by controlling Gamilla. Alright. Interesting. Now, we can't switch over to, no, we cannot switch over to, Missile. Let's try talking, no, we already talked to you, buddy. I want to talk to Missile now. Then we'll talk to Inspector Cabanella last.
Alright, Sissel, it's time to go! Out into the big wide world to rescue Miss Camilla!
Hold on a minute, Missile. I have to talk to these two first.
Oh, okay, I understand. But just know one thing. I go where the wind takes me!
Is this little doggy trying to put pressure on me? Nope, that was that. Let's go ahead and talk to Inspector Cabanella. Smooth criminal, ha! If I knew things were gonna end up like this, I would have tried to die in that explosion, baby. That way I could have been dancing after Big Red by now. I might be able to erase deaths, but it's true I can't do much about injuries. But really, you shouldn't talk that way. Yes, sorry, I suppose you're right. I just hate feeling so helpless. He was right there within my grasp. All our plans were resting on tonight, and then this had to happen. I guess he's thinking about his spotless record. It's not too late, Inspector. We still have a chance. Maybe I can catch him. Say, you're right. That's not a bad idea. I'll cooperate with you fully. Go ahead and fire away with any questions you like, Mr. Ghost. It's time for revenge! Shadow the Hedgehog. That wasn't the exact line, but whatever. Revenge! That's right before he did Radical Highway, Sonic Adventure 2. Anyway, that guy mentioned revenge. Revenge against the people who stole his life away 10 years ago.
He's a fool! He's the one who made the decision to take a little girl hostage and he wound up dead! He only has himself to blame!
But what about when he said this? I was murdered by all of you! Detective Chowder forced me into a corner, Lynn, the girl who was playing in the park, and finally you, Inspector Cabanella. If you hadn't done what you did, I never would have pointed a gun at that kid. Yes, 10 years ago on that day, the Special Investigation Unit was working on a certain big case. We hauled in a young man, an important witness to our investigation. And then I did it. I made two very stupid mistakes. Detective, I'm telling ya? Does he have like some type of accent or something? Like, does English not his first language or whatever? Detective, I'm telling ya, I don't know anything about it! Fine. You're under no obligation to talk, of course. But if you don't, the Special Investigation Unit can make the rest of your life a living hell. But I just been assigned to a special investigation unit, you see. They didn't share much info on big case with a newbie like me yet, and I wanted to impress them. It was only supposed to be a simple matter of taking a statement. But I was too green. I pushed him too hard. I drove into a corner and made him lose all hope. That was my first mistake. And then I made another mistake on top of that.
Who could this be?
Cabanella, got a minute? The chief wants to see you about your report. Got it, I'll be right there. You stay right there and be a good boy now. And that's when I did it. I left it behind in the interrogation room. My gun.
How could you?
He used my gun to escape. What he said is true. If I hadn't made that mistake, he never would have had a gun to point at Lynn in the first place.
No, that just seems like using a scapegoat to me. Sure, technically, if he hadn't left the gun there, he wouldn't have used the gun, but you know, that just seems like, you know, putting blame on others for your own mistakes. Manipulator. We first found out about the manipulator's existence during a certain overseas communication. Overseas communication? For national security purposes, this country keeps tabs on the communications network. This particular communication was about making a deal with a certain foreign country. He said he wanted them to buy him and his powers. That's how we first heard about him. Of course, we didn't know what he looked like at the time. In order to prove these powers of his, he gave them 2 predictions. He foresaw 2 completely preposterous impossible cases. The case of a man who would sing national secrets during a live rock concert broadcast. And then, in the case of a man who would take the chief commissioner hostage in his own office. Those 2 inmates of the special prison, eh?
We kept tabs on their communication and launched an investigation. And then, finally, we pinpointed where they were going to meet tonight and staked it out.
That restaurant, the Chicken Kitchen.
The manipulator plans on leaving this country tonight, on a submarine that belongs to the other country and is still.
Submarine?
But we haven't been able to find out where it's going to surface. It's terrifying to think that what would happen if his powers were to fall into their hands.
Right, he's unlikely to use them for peaceful purposes.
And now they have that little girl as a hostage.
Camilla.
We have to stop him before he leaves this country.
You notice how they're being like very vague about using like saying country and things of that sort? I talked about this before in like the second recording session, maybe the third one. I think it was the third one. They were very specific about this game. I talked about this before. They you notice how there's like no text in the background or anything? They did that to make it so that like this could take place anywhere, right? There's no text to show like any language. There's like no language in the background to show like any specific location or anything. And they're saying a foreign country instead of like Russia or something or wherever, right? Yeah, that's because they're trying to be vague. I'm just rambling here because like we're basically at the end of the episode. Yeah, I talked about this before. So, like I said, a lot of people think that this takes place somewhere in Europe. No idea where, probably like the UK or something, I don't know. But I don't know. I was about to say I gave like that one old guy like a slight English accent, but then again I gave like the other guy like some weird I don't even know what type of accent, the mobster whatever. Anyway, whatever the case would be, I'll see you guys in the next episode. We'll talk about Spotless Record in the next episode, ladies and gentlemen.